Out of WDWMagic.com, but really out of BioReconstruct, it has this. New photos reveal Tropical America's Carousel and village construction progress at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And would you look at that? We're getting photos of the little carousel finally going in, and we can figure some stuff out about this now, eh? Look at the footprint. Look at it go. In a hurry? I don't think so. Construction on Disney's Tropical America's expansion at Animal Kingdom has made significant progress in recent weeks, with the carousel now clearly defined and framing underway on the entry village. Some call it a village. New aerial photos from BioReconstruct show the Tropical America's Carousel foundation fully laid out. Some call it a merry-go-round. The circular yellow platform marking the carousel's footprint is visible from above, with crews actively working on the structure. And frankly, we needed that description of the photo that we can just look at and see all that. Thank you for that description. But you can see they've got the layout here. And of interest is that now we've got a good idea of exactly how this is going to go. You can see the restaurant over here. That was Restaurantosaurus, getting it changed. They're already selling the stuff from inside the restaurant in various places. I think Goodwill has some stuff. No, I'm kidding. Not really. But we can also see that the new entrance that's going to be here for going in Tropical Americas is going to have you go straight back towards Indy, towards Restaurantosaurus, and on your right is going to be the carousel. Now, the fascinating thing about this is that the carousel takes up a very small amount of space, and there's a lot of space over here. So what all is this going to be? Are we going to have an Encanto meet and greet or anything like that in this area? Don't know yet, but there's a ton of space here, and it doesn't seem like one little carousel is going to take it up. If we continue down, you can see that it's going to be right up against the walkway. This is a concrete barrier that lifts the ground, gives it a berm to hide what's behind. And if we take a look right here, folks, you can see that concrete berm even better. Now, my guess is that this concrete berm has pre-existed, because otherwise, I don't know how they did this and got the berm put there. So I think that's already been there and they're just playing around with it. You can see the concept art. This matches up. You're going to come in through this entrance over here. The carousel will be on your right. There's also the way to come in, which will be the main way to come in, where the carousel will be on your left as you come into the Esplanade. Now, if we go back up and look at that, we can actually see that gate will be located right here. Okay, this will be the gate. You'll come in this way. And the Esplanade is going to be right in the middle of the restaurant, the carousel, and then Encanto. You can actually see the very beginnings of the building right here in the bottom right corner of that photo. You'll have the Encanto stuff basically directly in front of you, and you can divert over to Indiana Jones. The only thing that I'm a little disappointed about, MJ, I was hoping, and hope springs eternal, so maybe we'll get something, an answer about this, but MJ, we were hoping for some animals. We want some critters. We want some creatures. And we've been worried about this, that Animal Kingdom is losing its identity. And I don't see right now the kinds of structures and facilities that would indicate to me that they're going to put animals in. I think that's a huge loss. I think they need to put a few real animal exhibits into Tropical Americas. What say you?
No, I agree. We have so many really cool animals. I think the capybara and the emu, I think, is that Australian or might be Peruvian? I don't know. Yeah, it would be really, really neat to have some animals from South America and Brazil. Central America has toucans. It would just be really cute to have that over there. Hopefully they make provisions for that. Got to keep an eye on those permits that they keep filing. But it would be silly not to incorporate animals from Central America and South America. There's so many different species that are so interesting. And yeah, we do need those meet and greets. I don't think they would have like a petting zoo situation, because I know they're totally getting rid of that for Bluey and Bingo over on the other side over in Rafiki's Planet Watch. But it would be really nice to see some animals from that side of the world. It would be cool to teach your kids. They need to make it educational, I would hope, because that's what they used to do in Animal Kingdom. It was a nice experience. You were immersed in different lands and you got a little bit of education while you were visiting. But I don't know if they care about educating the little ones anymore.
Give us a llama. We'll take a llama. A llama will work. And yeah, we would love, I don't know about capybaras, but we'll take, but anyway, we'll take, what's the giant rodent called, Mozamboni? What's the giant rodent down there in South America called? I don't remember it.
I thought it was called, wasn't it called? Oh my goodness. There's somebody I stream it that loves him and I can't remember. It's Monday.
I guess it is called a capybara. I think MJ's got it. Yeah, it is capybara. You're right, MJ. You're right. The giant rodent, it's a giant rat, right? It's worse than a groundhog, except they don't predict the weather. If we look at this, if we look at this layout, one of the things we're starting to figure out is that based on the construction pictures we're seeing, and we'll go back to those in just a minute, as you come into this area, it seems like their goal is for you to walk into the Esplanade and then look and you'll see the casita, right? The Mirabelle house, the Encanto house, lifted way up high. And the reason that we're starting to figure that out is because of how huge that show building is. It seems like they are really going to elevate the terrain over there and lift that house up hugely, so that's going to be the focal point of this land, Mo. And I got to say, a lot of times we have negative things to say. Other than the missing animals, I think this is going to be a home run for Disney this time. I actually think they're going to have a great expansion for Animal Kingdom. What say you, Mo?
As somebody who is originally from a certain area in the Midwest, Mutual Omaha's Animal Kingdom was the all-time best. And I think not having those animals, I think it looks cool. Yes, it looks cool, but not having the animals, man, that was my favorite part about going to Mutual Omaha's Animal Kingdom back in the day. All the amazing monkeys and other animals. The monkeys were my favorite. I'm sorry. Like that's where the wonder and stuff. I still remember that. I still feel that I like 10-year-old Mo when I think about that stuff. So yeah, it could be cool, but you're not going to beat, God's creations. They're glorious and beautiful. So
yeah, let's get the tamarins out there. Let's get the jaguar. Don't put the jaguar with the capybara. It never goes well. We could even, I don't know if we could have a condor, exhibit, but there are lots of things they could do. They won't do this, but they could even have a little, exhibit off to the side with some Galapagos animals. Your Disney World. You can have these cool things. Let's do it. It's Animal Kingdom. Let's put those critters in. But what are we getting in this land, folks? Well, we're getting a reskinning of Indiana Jones. We're getting an all-new dark ride that will definitely be an e-ticket attraction. This is based around the idea of going in the little kids' animal bedroom, the dormitorio. And then we're also getting the carousel. So this is I guess it's not an increase of rides if you consider Dinorama. But in terms of rides that really matter, Chester and Hester's was never great. And Primeval Whirl, if you wanted to hurl, it was fine. But these are much better attractions that will be here. And we missed Dinosaur. I wish they had kept the dinosaur theme and put this in a different area. They have plenty of land, but that's not what they went with. And what we're getting, I got to say, versus the other stuff Disney has done so far, this looks okay to me. I think they're going to have a winner, but animals, get the animals. MJ, final thoughts on what we're seeing with Tropical Americas. A very different situation from Villains Land, which I think could be a full-blown disaster.
Oh, no, I agree with you totally. Hey, you know what? You made a great point. Being from South Florida, I used to take my girls when they were really little to, it used to be called Jungle Island back in the day. Now it's Parrot Jungle or Parrot Island. They changed the name after COVID. But there is a capybara and a sloth experience that you would pay for. And I think that Tropical Americas could have that if they really wanted to, put the effort, get some really good animal trainers and let people have an experience, take a picture with a sloth. I mean, we already have one in the Tree of Life theater that, everyone likes. We all love Flash. But I mean, I just think it would be really cool to incorporate some meet and greet with real life animals. Not too many, just like I said, like a capybara or a sloth. If Miami can pull it off, Animal Kingdom should be able to.
And let's get real. How much would we all pay to go and hold a baby sloth? I mean, they're the cutest creature on the earth. They really are. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they survive. They move at 5 miles per hour, but you know what? They're cute. They're cute, darn it, like pandas. And MJ, I realized why I was so confused and I couldn't get capybara in my head as the animal we need to have. It's because I've got an attachment of animal. I think it's real, and I think we could put it there. MJ, what do you say about maybe chupacabra?
That's more of the Caribbean. That's not themed. That wouldn't be going it wouldn't be going together with the Central and South America thing.
You're totally accepting it's real, right?
No, it's a myth. And
come on.
I'm not going to, being half Puerto Rican, it's 100% a myth. It is not for real. I don't even know what they were thinking when they came up with that. Maybe to scare the little ones. Go to bed or the chupacabra is going to come eat you.
I totally would go see a cryptozoological Animal Kingdom. I would leave right now if they open one. I don't care where it is.
I love it. Come in the black light lit room and pet the chupacabra. Now that would be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media account.